A very good morning, children, and welcome back. As you already know, children, that this is your revision week that is going on, and the last that we did was letter writing, and that was informal letter, right? Today, children, we will be doing letter writing, but we will be doing formal letter, formal letter. Now, if you remember, for your written assignment in English, we have given you formal letter, right? That was a letter to the mayor. So let's see what a formal letter is all about. How is it different from an informal letter? And I'll even tell you some of the mistakes that we make while writing the formal letter. Okay, so let's get started. As we know, classification of letters. Letters are broadly classified as formal and informal. Informal we've already done. We will be doing the formal. And we even saw, children, the layout of letters depend on your audience. So whenever a question is given to you about letter, first thing you should see, who are you supposed to write? Who is your audience? Kisko likhna hai? Okay? Who are you writing to? And purpose. Reason kya hai? Vajah kya hai? Okay? Why are you writing the letter? This is very important. So two things that you have to see. One is who you are writing to and why are you writing. Now, we have seen an informal letter. Informal letter is used when writing to a friend or family member. Informal letters are relaxed and familiar. You know those people, no? Those people you know. Informal letter, your friend, family members, or anybody who's close to you. So as a result, the language what you use can be what? Friendlier, and the letter handwritten. That is an informal letter. But in formal letter, what is it? A formal letter is used when writing to someone who you do not know. So suppose you're writing a letter to the municipal commissioner, or you wrote a letter to the mayor. Do you know the mayor? No. So you don't know who the person is, or the content of the letter is not personal. You're not writing a personal letter to him. Okay. So example, you have job application. So what are the different kind of letters in formal? You have job application. When you go for a job in future, you have to write a letter. So job application, that is formal letter. Complaint. Suppose you have bought a product and you're not satisfied, so you can complain about that. So to give a professional look, formal letters should be typed on the computer. So formal letter, when you're writing, children, you have to be very careful what kind of language you're using, and you cannot just write, some few, write anyhow and give the letter. You can't do that. Okay, so you have to be very, very formal. It has to be neat and typed, on the computer. Now, when we talk about formal letter, it is business or professional purpose. Okay, and it has to be in simple language. Simple, but it is professional. So you can see this small picture out here. What is this? This is a bar graph, no? And when you look at the bar graph, you look at it, what is it? It is increasing in value. That means what? When you're writing a formal letter, it is to whom? To a person of a high authority. So when a person of high authority means, you have to give a lot of respect while writing. Your language can be simple, but it should be correct. Now you remember when we did informal letter, children, we had, I told you, you can, this is a 6-step, exercise that you should practice before writing any writing skill. Okay, not just for letter, but for any writing skill. First, what you should brainstorm for ideas. Think about, as you get the question, children, see, writing skills all are in the end. But when you're writing your paper, right from the beginning, your mind is thinking, okay, for this answer, this question, I'll write this answer. For that, I will write that answer. So you brainstorm for ideas. You think what you're going to write first. Don't just start writing. Then you organize your ideas. Think what is going to come first, second, third. Organize your ideas. And then you focus on your language. Your language is very important. Your language, whether it is correct, that is important. Your spellings. Then you write a draft. When you're talking about draft, what is it? Draft means you're writing a rough thing, okay? Then you improve your draft and then you write a final draft. That is your final letter. So let us see formal letter, the format. What are the rules that we have to follow? Okay, the samples. Let's see now. Now, looking at the format here, the first step is what? Sender's detail. Second is what? Sender's detail means what, children? First, your name and address. Okay. Then date, you put your date full. Okay, in full you put. Then receiver's detail. Okay. You write to whom you're writing. Now this we don't write in informal letter. This we are writing in formal letter. Okay. Receiver's detail. Name and address. Now like you wrote to the mayor, so you written the mayor to the mayor and his address. Then comes the subject. Now here many of us made a mistake here. Okay. So you have to have subject. Now in the earlier video, there is a mistake here. So I think probably you did that because of that. So be careful now. The fourth point is the subject. Okay. So fourth one is the subject. What the letter is about. Subject you will get it from the question itself. Okay. Subject, then is the salutation. Then you write dear sir, respected sir, madam, whatever. Alright. After subject comes salutation. Then is the body of the letter. Okay. In paragraphs when you write, that is called the body. And complimentary closure. Yours faithfully. Children, even here when you have written, I have seen many of you have written your faithfully. It's not your faithfully. It is yours. S. And when you write S, don't put apostrophe there. Okay. And then come last to your name. You can write your name and sign there. So this is what the format. Okay. So how many points are there, children? You can see there are 8 points in a formal letter. We can revise that again. A formal letter comprises of following elements. How many? 8 points. What are they? Sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, purpose of writing the letter, then salutation, body of the letter, then the ending, best regards, yours truly, whatever, best wishes. See yours truly spellings also. Very important. And after you write yours truly, your faithfully, there should be comma. Okay. And signature, last your sender's name, your signature there. Okay, so the 8 points are there. So let's see a letter to the editor of a newspaper on the issue of bad condition of roads in your locality. तो आप लेटर लिख रहे हैं किसके लिए किसको लिख रहे हैं आप लेटर टू द एडिटर. Okay, editor of the newspaper. And what is the topic? Issue of bad condition. Okay, जो road का condition है it's very bad in your locality, आपके area में. Okay, so आपको किसके लिए लेटर लिखना है? एडिटर को लेटर लिखना है. ओके, और कारण क्या है? आपका जो रोड, जो कंडीशन है रोड का, जो it is not good. Okay, it is bad. So how do we start now? Remembering the 8 points, children. First you write sender's address, then you write the date. Okay, I have just put any address here. Okay, this will be your address. Then receiver's address, you're writing to the editor आएगा. Okay, and you write the address. Okay, anything you can put whatever here. Then subject, remember, after receiver's address is subject. So write the word subject, put the colon, okay, and regarding bad condition of road. This you get from the question only, children. Okay. Then dear sir, that is salutation. Then body of the letter, okay, that is a paragraph what you write. Then last is yours faithfully, that is complimentary closure. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Complimentary closure. Yours faithfully. And comma. And no apostrophe, or some of you have put, and some of you have not put S. So remember, you have to put yours faithfully. And lastly is the signature. Now this is one letter which is, and then you come to the body of the letter. Now what are you going to write in the letter? Okay. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards the bad condition of roads in our locality. The condition of roads is completely unacceptable. It has countless potholes, making the purpose of the road a big failure. Now, what are we talking about? We're talking about the condition of roads, and you're saying what? Countless potholes. No? Holes hai. That is called potholes, okay? What we say on the roads. And because of that, what happened? The purpose of the road is a big failure. What is the road for? The road should make the traffic go fast. But because of potholes, what happened? There is a lot of danger. Moreover, things get even worse during the rainy season. अभी बारिश में क्या होता है? एक कंडीशन तो और खराब हो जाती है. क्यों? Because when potholes are not visible. Now night time or even in the rainy season when it is dark, people cannot see the potholes. No, it is not visible. माने क्या? Not visible means दिखता ही नहीं है. Okay, potholes. So what happens due to the poor drainage system? Okay, now drainage system when it is bad, what happens? The water collects there, lots of water. Then you can't see the potholes. Okay, and accidents take place. And the area becomes heavily accident prone. Accident prone means यहाँ पर accident होता है. The road users and especially residents are facing a lot of inconvenience due to the pathetic condition, road condition. So it would be good if you publish this in your newspaper and the concerned authority will see the gravity of this matter. तो आप एडिटर क्या बोल रहे हैं कि जो न्यूज है पब्लिश करो आपके न्यूज़पेपर में, ओके, सो दैट जो अथॉरिटी है वो पढ़ेंगे और उन लोग क्या एक्शन लेंगे. ओके, दे विल सी द ग्रेविटी मीन दे विल सी हाउ डीप दिस मैटर इज एंड द मेजर्स विल बी अडॉप्टेड टू improve the condition of roads. I hope that you consider the request of the residents of this area and take proper action. So you are requesting them to take proper action. So this is what the body of the letter is. Then in the ending you write yours faithfully and you write your name. Now there is one letter that we're giving you for homework. Now the letter is what? Write a letter to the principal of your school seeking permission to take a week holiday to attend your cousin's wedding reception. Now you want to attend your cousin's reception, you have to ask the principal. Okay, so it's a formal letter. So you know what you want to write first. You want to write the senders, that is your address, date. After that, what are you going to write? You're going to write to the principal and the school address, right? Because you're writing it to the principal. So you write the school address and then you write the subject. So subject will be what? Seeking permission to take a week holiday. All right, and then you come to the salutation. Respected madam, our principal is a woman, so you say respected madam, and then you start with the letter that you want to take a holiday, and but use kind words, kindly would you please, grant me a leave. Now from which day to what date you want holidays, you have to write that, specify everything in that letter properly, and it should be not too long, okay, because this is a formal letter. And don't forget to say thank you, and then you write yours faithfully and your name. Is that clear? Children, you're going to write this homework in your own book. I hope this video has made this very clear. I hope the mistakes that you're making is clear now. You're not going to make that mistake again. Go through this video again, children. Letter writing is very, very important. Okay, it's very important. I would advise you write a letter to your mother. Just write a letter and leave that letter on her, on the kitchen table or somewhere where she gets up and reads it. Give her a surprise. That will be informal letter. Formal letter, of course, you cannot write to anybody, but I could advise you informal letter. Write it to your mother, one of the letters. Okay, so that will be a practice for you. So children, I want to thank you for giving me a listening ear. Thank you for all those who are doing your assignments faithfully. For some of who you are not doing, you have your reasons, but I will still encourage you, please don't take it so easily, because your exams are there and you have your exams and you will be judged according to what you are doing, children. So if you are doing your work, we can give you marks. If not, then it's difficult. Okay, so take care and God bless you all.